Okay, you guys have to see this. In my hands, this is a stock and standard Field Jacket Natural, right? And the jacket behind the one that I'm holding is also a Field Jacket Natural. Check this out. Oh my God. How did we get here? What happened to this? Whose jacket is this? How can this turn into this? Well, it just so happens I have some answers. This jacket right here is our good friend Chuck's Field Jacket Natural. He graciously shipped it to us here in Toronto, and now it's time for show and tell. Let's check out this thing. Now that they're side by side, you can see a little bit more of what the hell happened to this one. With the natural cowhides that we've been working on this year, now's the time where we can finally show you some case studies of how to go from here to something like this, you know, a nice medium, good, solid tan to it, to something like this. However, this is a very special case of patina, use, and circumstance. But for sake of example on how to go from this to this is definitely something to talk about. You know, I thought my Field Jacket Natural was starting to look real good, real tan, you know, some nice color going on, but yeah, Chuck's is a little different, as you can see. So I got a text from Chuck right here, and I'm gonna read it. After I asked him, what happened, man? How did it get so bloody dark? This is incredible. So he says, and I quote, "Got dark from living La Vida Loca." He also says that he used the Obenauf's oil twice. That's it. It's no mystery, it's no surprise that using conditioning oils will darken and affect the leather on your jacket. And I guess this is definitely the case. So he also says, several days in the sun, I think I maxed out the melanin, LOL. It's gotten wet a couple times and it's seen some rain and operates in the humid ass brewery, so it's exposed to a decent amount of moisture overall. Tossing barrels, hauling grain sacks, equipment repairs and maintenance, clearing and burning brush, splitting and hauling firewood, farting around on the farm and in the woods, general brewery life of bumping and brushing into steel and oak, and of course, life with 2 toddlers. This is what Chuck says. The best is yet to come as fall arrives and it's getting worn 12 plus hours a day. Now, what we might gain in the future from this jacket, from Chuck wearing it, because I am going to ship it back, because I'm a gentleman, we might just get more general patina and markings through wear, but I really don't think that it could physically get much darker than this in conjunction with the conditioning oil that he's using, as well as UV or anything like that. As he said in the message, I think we may have totally maxed out, potentially, the color in the jacket here. But I guess time will tell. Another fun thing Chuck did to his Field Jacket Natural is as soon as I got it out of the box, receiving it here in Toronto, I noticed that he cut out the arm liner to the sleeves on the inside. You know, Chuck just exercising free will, because it's, you could just totally do that. It's not overly recommended, but you could do that. I think this diagram should suffice to see what it looks like brand new. What the jacket looks like after, you know, a good condition, a good bit of UV, a good bit of wear, exposure to water and rain, you know, all that stuff. And then clearly we see what the jacket looks like in the hands of somebody like Chuck. The very second that Chuck picked up his Field Jacket Natural, we knew damn well the kind of stuff that would happen to it. And I can't say I'm surprised how this has turned out, but I am just blown away with, even still with all of this wear, patina, dirt, grime, oil, UV, this still feels solid. It doesn't feel dried out. It doesn't feel brittle. And oddly enough, yes, it smells incredible. I guess this must be the Obenauf's oil. Saturating the jacket with some good stuff. Smells great and looks even better. All the characteristics in this jacket, down to obviously the color, the way the sleeves are starting to mold, break in, and patina, the interior, down to even the little scuffs and marks just from a day in the life of, like Chuck said, working at the brewery and stuff like that. I was down with Chuck last November in 2024, and I saw firsthand the type of stuff that he throws his jackets through, and we are just so proud and stoked that this holds up and it holds out. It looks great. It looks even better than this, TBH. But yes, we are just floored to see what Chuck, one man, has done with one jacket. And as he says in the message, we are not done yet. So this is just a quick little look as to what can happen with your natural leather from us here at Master Supply Co. So thanks for checking it out. If you have any questions about these jackets, this jacket, stuff like that, ask away. Shoot us an email, shoot us a DM. Either Josh or myself will get back to you, but bar none, for now, thank you for watching. And thank you, Chuck, for putting in the work on this absolute beast. We'll catch you next time.